Hey everybody, it's your boy Nathan Crash, and welcome to Nathan Crash Gets Bodied by the Internet, or just Bodied by the Internet for short. I've been fucking up this intro every time. For those of you who don't know, basically, here's the format. I read scary stories from either Reddit or creepypasta websites. So, Let's Not Meet, No Sleep, and Creepy Encounters. Those are usually the places I read them from. I don't think I've done the Creepy Encounters subreddit one yet, but one day I might. Basically, the long and short of it is I read the story from one of those websites. I give it my initial thoughts because it's my first time reading it. I give it my first impressions, and then I give it a 1 through 10 rating. You're encouraged to do the same. It's the internet's favorite game. All you have to do to play is basically like, comment, subscribe. And if you oh Jesus, if you want me to like you even more, you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Nathan_Crash for more live scary action. And I also play video games. I play a lot of horror games, and sometimes I play Tarkov and roguelites. I'm kind of like a mixed bag, just like my channel. So if you like what you see on my channel, give it a shot. I think you'll enjoy it. And I'm trying to become an affiliate, and I'm really close. So if you guys can help me out with that, it's very much appreciated, because it'll help me get even closer to doing what I want to do full time, which is basically this. So without further ado, here we go. This was posted by user BipPip 3 days ago, according to my calculations. The name of this story is Creepy Brother of My Mom's New Boyfriend. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna read a little bit. I'm gonna break this up a little bit, and then I'll probably pop the screen up every now and then. So here we go. Some backstory. My parents split when I was about 14. It wasn't a good breakup. My dad was an abusive drug addict, so when my mom left him, she was in a really bad place. There's no punctuation, so this is kind of tough. Her and my older sister was in her 20s and in full-blown part mode. Huh. I don't know what that means. Full-time part, I don't know, part model? I don't know what that means. My sister was in her 20s and in full-blown part mode. Kept taking her to local bars since my mom was depressed. This led to my mom becoming an alcoholic, since my sister was well on her way to becoming one too. During one of these nights, she met a guy. I didn't know much about him, just that she met him and his brother at a bar, and now she was dating him. It was pretty fast, and my sister would flirt with the brother to get free food and drinks from him. Around this time, I was about 15, and this dude just seemed off. He was probably early 40s or so, and he was always going to my mom's dates with his brother. He just kind of hung around a lot. One day, my sister decided she wanted sushi and called the brother up to take us because she knew he would pay. I did not want to go because we didn't have food in the house, and I was hungry. I did not want to go, but we didn't have food in the house, and I was hungry. That's what that's supposed to say. We didn't have a sushi place in our town, so we had to drive to the city, which was 30 minutes away. The entire ride, I just had this warning feeling in my stomach that kept telling me to get out of the car, that this was a bad idea. I was a giant ball of anxiety the whole 30 minutes. My sister sat in the front seat, completely oblivious to what was happening. Meanwhile, I kept catching him staring at me in the rearview mirror. Or he was just looking in the rearview mirror, but we'll see. Once we got to the restaurant, he sat himself directly across from me. He wanted to sit next to me, but I rushed to sit next to my sister instead. It was awkward, but my sister talked a lot, so I was kind of able to hide. Eventually, she got up to go to the bathroom, and I was alone with him. Almost immediately, he asked me if I had a boyfriend, and I said no. "That's good," he said. "You're too good for high school boys. They're only after one thing." I nodded, not knowing what to say. He then went on to ask if I liked Disneyland, and I said yes. He got excited and went on about how he'd take me, but the hotels were expensive, so we'd have to share a room. It would just be us, so my mom and my brother could be alone. He said my sister couldn't come, though, because he couldn't afford to pay for both of us to go. At this point, I was extremely uncomfortable, and I wanted my sister to come back. She finally did, and he switched to just talking to her. She didn't notice anything was wrong, or that he kept looking at me. Once we finished, he took us home and invited himself in. I went to my room, locked the door, and hid. At one point, someone tried to open my door, but they stopped once they felt it was locked. My mom and her boyfriend came around then. I tried talking to my sister, but she brushed me off. They had invited us back to their house, and I wanted so badly to stay home, but they forced me to go. Almost immediately, my mom and her boyfriend went to the room and left my sister and I with him. He got my sister drunk pretty fast and tried to get me to drink, but I kept refusing. It got to the point to where my sister was almost blacked out drunk, and I was freaking out because once she passed out, it would be just us. I started texting my brothers, hoping one of them would pick me up. Thank God, my oldest brother responded. I told him what was happening, and he came to me. He showed up and told the guy that it was late and I had school, so he was taking me home. He tried to protest, but my brother was very firm about it. He loaded my sister in the car, texted my mom he was taking us home, and left. My brother didn't live with us since he was about 30 at the time and had his own family, so he didn't know what was going on. I told him the full story, and he got real quiet and then waited till my mom got home. He told her off, shamed her for putting me in that situation, and told her that if it continued, he would move me into his house. My mom broke down and told him she wanted to break up with her boyfriend because of his brother. I found out when I was older that he would sneak by the door and listen to them when they had sex. I think more happened, but my mom never talked about it more than that. She broke up with him, got a good job, sobered up with the help of my brother. It took my sister a lot longer, but she eventually got her life together. So, creepy brother of my mom's ex-boyfriend, let's not meet again. So, yeah, this is like kind of fucked up. This is a real messed up story. So, I'm gonna start off by saying, so this is from Let's Not Meet, and usually Let's Not Meet stories are like a little more realistic. This one was definitely like a really uncomfortable situation that I would never want to be a part of. This made me kind of feel sick to my stomach, because this sounds like the start of a bad Dateline. That's what I say about a lot of these like Let's Not Meets, because they always sound like the start of a bad Dateline episode, and like this could have gone real south real quick. Like this was real like creepy, and I didn't like that at all. Like this is just, I don't know, this is the kind of stuff you hear about when people like are like, yeah, I found myself in this really awkward situation and it was scary, and you're like, yeah, I probably would never want to be there. But like just the way this kind of written, even though it was just like a lot, it ran on, like there was a lot of run-on sentences, there was a lot of grammar issues and things were spelled wrong, but like it painted a really creepy picture, and it made me feel uncomfortable. So BitPip, thank you for your story. I would say this story is like I'll say it's a 5. I mean, I hope your family's okay. But yeah, this is real fucked up. Shout outs to your brother though. Your brother's kind of like the MVP of this story, and you know, kudos to you for being smart enough and having the wherewithal to like call for help and get out of that situation. Because yeah, that was no good. I did not like that at all. It's just creepy. That dude's a creep. I hope that guy like gets his life together or goes to jail. One of those two things, like, because that's not cool. None of the stuff that you're saying like was okay. So I'm glad that, like, I don't know, like your sister needs, I'm glad your sister is doing better, but like she was like totally missing so many red flags, because this was obviously creepy, and I just don't understand how no one in that situation other than you was like, hey, this is kind of weird, I don't think this is a good idea. Because like this is the kind of stuff that gives you nightmares. But yeah, this is like a 5.5. It made me uncomfortable, but yeah, I don't really have too much more to say besides that. I mean, I'm not gonna shit on you for like, because like, you know, this isn't like a no sleep post, you know, this isn't supposed to be like this like story, this is just a recounting of an event. But like, I definitely would want nothing to do with this situation, because this sucks. If you have any opinions, or you know, your rating is different than mine, you can leave that in the comment section. You're more than welcome to do so. If you have any stories that you would like to hear me read, or I don't know, like if there's like a story or a post you want me to like give my thoughts on, a review, you can leave that in the comment section, or you can, I don't know, send a tweet at me at on my Twitter at itsnathan_crash, and like, you know, maybe I'll check it out. I usually try to check out fan submissions or like things that like viewers recommend, because I like being at least a little interactive with you guys. And speaking of interactive, if you would like to be part of this live, I do Bodied by the Internet live sometimes on Twitch at twitch.tv/Nathan_Crash. They're really sporadic. I try to like just do them late because it's like I like to have like it's a late night radio show. It's Adult Swim, you know. Because there's a lot of stories I can't read on YouTube because of the subject matter. This one got really close to getting there. So like, there, you know, if you want to see me with like a little, like, you know, where I kind of shake the shackles off a little bit and I'm a little more free to talk about certain things, you can kind of, that's kind of what that's for. It's like it's a lot more unfiltered, just because YouTube kind of works a certain way, and like there's certain things I can and can't say without getting in too much trouble. That's why I try not to like cuss too much, even though like I curse like a sailor. I have a really bad potty mouth, and if you know you like hearing people say bad words, you can just chill with me on Twitch, especially when I'm playing video games and I get scared. You're in for the time of your life. So that's Twitter at ITS Nathan_Crash, and then you can follow me on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Nathan_Crash, where I'm really close to becoming an affiliate. So if you do follow me, like hang out with me while I stream sometime. We could talk about things, and I don't know. I feel like I'm generally easy to talk. Like I'm generally easy to talk to. I might be a little awkward and stuff like that, and I'm pretty bad at playing video games while also trying to be cognizant of the chat. But like, I don't know. It's always fun for me, and at the end of the day, that's all I really care about is having fun. And hopefully, you guys find something you like either on my channel or on my Twitch or someplace or wherever. You know, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want videos similar to this, I mean, keep supporting the series the way you have. I mean, honestly, it's one of the best parts of doing this whole thing. Like, I've been doing this almost 2 years now, and like, it's been a tremendously positive experience for the most part. Like, most of the time, I've gotten nothing but like heard nothing but nice things like from you guys, and that means a ton to me. Even though, like, you know, most of the time I'm doing this like half asleep because I'm just always tired because of, you know, just work or life or whatever, you know. But I mean, I try my best and I try to have fun, and like honestly, it just means a lot that you guys are so receptive and supportive of it, because you know, it's like it's weird. YouTube is weird. It's not quite as easy as it seems. You know, sitting down and talking to yourself for a set amount of time is not easy, and then doing it and not feeling stupid is another thing entirely. And then that, and the fact that, like, you know, I'm putting it in like a public forum where people can like say basically whatever, and like, you know, that was really unnerving for me when I first started doing this, because I was always really worried about just getting shit on. But it stopped mattering to me so much because I just was having fun with what I was doing. And honestly, I think that's probably why you guys are as receptive to it as you are, because, you know, I'm not doing this for any other reason than to have fun, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. And you guys are like basically positively reinforcing the fun I'm having by, like, you know, just being like, oh yeah, you know, keep it up, dude. And honestly, that means a ton to me. So once again, I'm gonna basically do this every video. Thank you guys for your continued support. It means a ton, because this channel's grown in ways that, and on my Twitch, like, you guys have helped my channel, like basically every one of my my content creating avenues, as cringy as that sounds, you've helped it grow in a way that I would never have expected it to. Like, I would never in a million years have thought I would even get to 100 subscribers, let alone 50, you know. And it's all because of you guys, and I can't there aren't enough words for me to say how grateful I am for you guys. And I'm gonna finish talking your guys' ear off. Just, you know, if you want to check out more scary stories, there's a Bodied by the Internet playlist. If you've seen them all, don't worry, there's more coming. I'm trying to do them twice a week. I mean, I've been doing a lot of them, so like maybe for like the next week there's gonna be like one like almost every day, which is kind of weird. My gameplay videos have been kind of slowing down because I've been dealing with a lot of things, trying to find a job, which is why I'm trying to push for affiliate really hard, because, you know, I need something's got to pay the bills, you know. But that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Thank you guys for everything. like, no matter where you are, no matter what it is, like night, day, afternoon, whatever, just have a good one. Be safe out there, and try not to get bodied. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Hope to see you there. Bye bye.